a little evening meditation from Grace Presbyterian Church. This Sunday, we'll be hearing the story of Jesus healing a man who was born blind. So this is a little preview, so you can be thinking about this story if you can join us on Sunday morning, or even if you can't, just a little bit of a reflection, a prayer from one of my favorite poets, the artist Jan Richardson. This is a reading from John chapter 9. As Jesus walked along, he saw a man who was blind from birth. Jesus' disciples asked, "Rabbi, who sinned so that he was born blind, this man or his parents?" Jesus answered, "Neither he nor his parents. This happened so that God's mighty works might be displayed in him. While it's daytime, we must do the works of him who sent me. Night is coming, when no one can work. While I am in the world, I am the light of the world." After he said this, he spit on the ground, made mud with the saliva, and smeared the mud on the man's eyes. Jesus said to him, "Go, wash in the pool of Siloam." This word means sent. So the man went away and washed. When he returned, he could see. And from Jan Richardson, the blessing of mud. Lest we think the blessing is not in the dirt, lest we think the blessing is not in the earth beneath our feet, lest we think the blessing is not in the dust, like the dust that God scooped up at the beginning and formed with God's two hands and breathed into with God's own breath. Lest we think the blessing is not in the spit, lest we think the blessing is not in the mud, lest we think the blessing is not in the mire, the grime, the muck, lest we think that God cannot reach deep into the things of earth, cannot bring forth the blessing that shimmers within the sludge, cannot anoint us with a tender and grimy grace, lest we think that God will not use the ground to create us once again, to cleanse us of our unseeing, to open our eyes upon this ordinary and stunning world. And so I pray that even in the midst of all the chaos, you can trust that this is a stunning world and that God is in the midst of it. And I pray for your rest this night. Go in peace. Amen.